We are taking you into the news right now with the Fox 45 news feed. It's 11 a.m. Mayor Brendan Scott is set to address the crime crisis later today following a violent weekend. We'll take a closer look at the numbers coming up. It is deadline day for former Baltimore City State's Attorney Marilyn Mosby, what she is trying to do to get her federal trial moved out of the city. And the new work week starting off hot. The heat and humidity returning in full force and landing parts of Baltimore in a code orange air quality alert. We'll tell you how long that's going to last. Fox 45 News Midday starts now.
Live from WBFF in Baltimore, this is Fox 45 News Midday.
Thanks for joining us for Fox 45 News Midday. I'm Patrice Sanders. We've got new video for you of a massive apartment fire in College Park. Take a look at that. That is happening at the Winfield Park Apartments. Chopper video from our Sinclair sister station in Washington, D.C. showing just the flames shooting from the building while firefighters are working to put it out. Right now, we're told firefighters are sweeping the building, trying to make sure no one is inside. And closer to home, an early morning train fire sent a smoky haze over the city skyline. Video of the aftermath shows fire crews leaving the scene after a CSX coal train caught fire. It was quickly put out and no injuries were reported. Turning now to a city in crisis, the city's gun violence is claiming more lives. It was a deadly weekend in the city. A 25-year-old man was killed in a double shooting in Mount Vernon. Right now, a 26-year-old woman remains in the hospital in critical condition.
All right, in reference in another call, 820 Guilford, female screaming, help me, hung up.
We got 2 people confirmed down.
Well, later today, Mayor Brendan Scott is set to address the city's crime crisis. As Olivia Dan shows us, more than 400 people have been shot this year in Baltimore.
This afternoon at 3, Mayor Scott and other public safety leaders will hold a press conference on the city's crime crisis, but it comes after yet another violent weekend in Baltimore. On Friday, a man was shot and killed right here on South Curley Street in the heart of Canton. And I want to show you there's a memorial here now for 57-year-old Daryl Benner, who police say was just helping his nephew park his car when 3 armed suspects approached them, demanding their keys and cell phone. Police say Benner then pulled out his BB gun and the suspects opened fire, shooting and killing him as they drove away in the stolen car. Fox 45 News spoke with members of the victim's family who say they're struggling to deal with their loss.
Can't believe that it actually happened. Still hasn't sunk in. I still can't believe he's gone. I just want him back. I just want to walk down in my basement and see him sitting in his chair and him saying, ha, the joke's on you. I got you, babe. That's just how he was. That's how we were. I never got to say a final goodbye. He was the most generous person. He would give you the shirt off his back. He wouldn't hurt a fly. And if he could do anything for you, he would.
Yeah, just heartbreaking to hear that. Now, so far this year, 434 people have been shot in Baltimore and 174 people have been killed. Next month, state lawmakers will hold a hearing to address juvenile crime. It's not a special session and can't be used to enact new laws or change existing laws. And back here in Baltimore again today, the mayor is expected to talk about crime and propose legislation to enhance the city's re-entry efforts to those who have been incarcerated. Of course, you can find the latest updates from the mayor's press conference on the news at 4 or on our website, foxbaltimore.com. For now, reporting in Canton, I'm Olivia Dance, Fox 45 News, Midday.
Well, developing now, Baltimore police are looking for 6 missing children. Take a look at your screen here. On the left, Shania, Joseph, Jasmine Bush. Police believe that they are all together. They were last seen in southwest Baltimore, just north of Union Square Park. And then there's also Jaden, Jalen, and Anaya, who were last seen along Spelman Road yesterday. Police believe that those 3 are all together. I think these pictures are reversed here. But if you have any idea where any of these children are, you're asked to call 911. We've shared these pictures and more description on our Facebook page and at foxbaltimore.com. Making headlines now, Tropical Storm Hillary inundated Southern California with high winds and heavy rain. The record-breaking rainfall unleashing flooding, mudslides, and debris flows across much of the region. In Palm Springs, half a year's worth of rain fell in a 6-hour period Sunday. That's according to the National Weather Service. Today, President Biden and First Lady Dr. Jill Biden are set to visit Maui. They'll meet with first responders, officials, and locals impacted by the fires. At least 114 people have died from the wildfires so far, with hundreds of people still unaccounted for and more than 2,200 homes and businesses destroyed. Search and rescue operations have covered roughly 78% of the burned area in Lahaina. Meanwhile, all the evacuees in shelters are being temporarily housed in hotels and Airbnbs on the island. Fox 45 News is your back-to-school headquarters, and it's the last full week of summer break for many students. Morgan State students are kicking off learning today with a welcome back breakfast with President Wilson. Then next week, students from Baltimore City, Baltimore County, Harford County, Howard, Anne Arundel counties all return to school. Then on Tuesday, September 5th, students in Carroll and Cecil counties return for their first day of school. To see all of our back-to-school coverage, just scan the QR code on your screen or go to foxbaltimore.com/back-to-school-HQ. 11:06 now. Here's a look at today's top trending stories. Trending number 1, former City State's Attorney Marilyn Mosby has until today to make the argument on why her upcoming federal trial should be moved out of Baltimore to Greenbelt. The defense argues they Well, a British nurse has been sentenced in the murder of 7 babies. Lucy Letby was a neonatal nurse in northern England and was on duty in all of the cases where the victims died. Prosecutors say that the hospital saw a spike in deaths for no apparent reason, and doctors raised concern about Letby. She received life in prison with no chance of release for the deaths, along with 6 attempted murders. British law does not allow the death penalty. Horrible story. Reaction here. Alan says letting her walk free and face the anger of the mob would probably be the best sentence of all. Prison keeps her safe and meets her basic needs. Another one. It is truly heartbreaking to hear about such a tragic and disturbing incident. My thoughts go out to the families affected by this ordeal. Well, trending now, a nationwide shortage of sriracha is leading to hot prices on third-party sites. The red hot chili pepper sauce is still in tight supplies in grocery stores. It's due in part to a legal dispute between the sauce's maker and its pepper supplier. Couple that with droughts that have damaged crops. The shortage has prompted some to list the sauce on third-party sites like Amazon for $52 a bottle. Ooh, you really gotta love sriracha for that. I finally found some locally and stocked up. Oh, this person's got it all right there. Another one, the craziest thing about the sriracha shortage is it's mostly the perception of a shortage due to a single brand's monopoly and their supply chain issues, while simultaneously being a glaring bit of reality of the current rate of climate change. Still ahead, working less but making the same salary. Coming up, the new push from one lawmaker to force companies to move to a 4-day work week.
The search for the killer continues this morning after Rachel Marin's body was found on the Mon Pa Trail. Just ahead, we hear from a former FBI agent about the crucial piece of evidence that police now have and why it means you should remain vigilant.
It was not. We are back with a live look over at Towson. A hot and humid start to your work week. We could break record heat today. Coming up, we're going to check in with meteorologist Justin Chambers to see just how hot it will get and how long that will last. Developing in Harford County, the search for a killer continues after a woman's body was found on a popular hiking trail in Bel Air. Now, last week, the Harford County Sheriff revealed that they identified a suspect in Rachel Morin's murder. They just don't know who he is. They only found him because of DNA that matched an assault of a child in Los Angeles earlier this year. Shannon Lilly brings us a closer look at the significance of the DNA link.
That DNA match is certainly a critical piece of evidence in this, and it's also one that shows a potentially dangerous and violent trend. What's important here, though, is that police now have a profile of who they're looking for, and that could help them in their ongoing search for the killer.
We've already connected to cases. We've got an idea of what the individual looks like. We know that he's violent, and we know that it's probably random.
Again, take a good look here. That DNA evidence links the murder suspect to this man captured on doorbell cam, leaving the scene of a sexual assault and home invasion in Los Angeles back in March. Former FBI agent Tyrone Powers says the DNA link between this assault in LA and the killing of Rachel Morin on the Ma and Pa Trail in Bel Air could indicate a pattern of increasingly violent attacks, which is why he says it is crucial you remain vigilant.
That very evil people who are willing to carry out acts like this do exist, and once they have committed one act, they don't mind committing another one because they believe that if they get caught, they're going to do a significant amount of time anyway. So the reality of the matter is, unless you catch them, they're not likely to change their behavior.
And as far as we know, right now, officers do not know the name of the suspect or where he is right now. Powers believes this will be a joint effort amongst agencies across the nation to track down this suspect. Reporting this morning, I'm Shannon Lilly, Fox 45 News, Midday.
11:17 now. Earlier this morning, Harford County Executive Bob Castley joined us in studio, and he spoke about new cameras that will be added to the trail and how he hopes that makes residents feel more comfortable getting back out there.
Rachel's mom spoke about how the Ma and Pa Trail was a place for Rachel of serenity, of peace, of health, and it was how ironic it was that it turned out also to be the place of her brutal murder. And I've heard from so many folks in the community in the past weeks about how, like Rachel, that was their place of serenity, peace, health, joy, and we've got to give that back to them because they feel that not only have we lost Rachel, but we've lost this just the peaceful nature of the trail.
Well, Fox 45 News will continue to follow the investigation. You can follow along both on air and online. Be sure to download the Fox 45 app for the latest updates. Just search WBFF in your app store. 11:18 and now to today's talking point. A Pennsylvania lawmaker is introducing a new bill that would mandate large businesses move to a 4-day work week without cutting workers' pay. Pennsylvania State Representative Ronnie Green says societal needs have shifted since 1938 when a 40-hour work schedule was adopted. The Democrat also says research shows productivity doesn't drop with shorter work weeks. The bill would require businesses of 500 or more workers move to a 4-day work week without a reduction in pay. Small and mid-sized businesses would be exempt. Mark Clark with Be More Lifestyle is here now. And is Pennsylvania hiring?
This feels like, I don't know, maybe I'm old school, Patrice. It just feels like busy work to me. Like, with all that's going on, the economy, trying to figure out this job situation, AI, what jobs are valuable, what jobs aren't. I can imagine if you're like an owner, you're like, what now?
Right.
It's like, what are we talking about? What are you even talking about, politician? I mean,
exactly.
I mean, we got enough to worry about. I mean, if someone wants to do the 4-day work week, it's just like, eh.
I'm with you on that. The thought of it sounds great, and the fact that they're saying, you're going to do it for the same pay, but none of that's enforceable. How are you going to force a business to do that? And I mean, I agree that people may be just as productive in that time because you're doing more in one day. But I agree. It does. It's a feel-good story. It's not a. It's a feel-good story for workers who are like, oh yeah, I'll take that. But
it's definitely a great conversation. At the water cooler, people at work will be talking about it. We're talking about it. But in reality, I'm looking at the economy just like, okay, what I do, is it important enough to keep this job?
Right.
That's my thought every day.
And your alarm clock goes off and you get up. So we know the answer. All right, Mark, thank you. Well, it's a hot and humid day here at home, but it's going to be dry. For a closer look at your wild and wonderful weather, let's get over to meteorologist Justin Chambers.
Well, this is a pretty shot from Samantha Roberts in Cleveland, saying never wants summer to end. And a lot of folks feeling the same way, but a pretty day on the water there. You can see those blue skies. And we always love all of your pictures, too. You can chime in on our website at foxbaltimore.com. We're going to see temperatures that will climb today, more summer-like conditions, upper 80s into the next couple of hours, low 90s by 1 p.m. And we'll be well into those mid and upper 90s in that 2 and 3 o'clock hour for the afternoon. The heat combined with the humidity is going to make it feel even hotter than a high of 95. And the record is 97, set way back in 1899. So that record, kind of on the fence as to whether or not we're going to see that. We'll be very close to record highs for the afternoon. Definitely going to see the increase in humidity. Those dew points hanging out in the mid to upper 60s. So that's the sticky, almost gross category. And your high temps across Carroll and Baltimore counties well into the low and mid 90s. Westminster over to the Hereford zone, 92 in Reisterstown, 94 for Towson down through Lutherville and Timonium. Numbers in Howard and Arundel counties also in those mid 90s. Columbia and Elkridge over to Glen Burnie and Pasadena and Severna Park at 94 for the afternoon. Up and down the 95 corridor, and we'll see those low to mid 90s for New York and Philly down through Baltimore and D.C. 84 down the ocean for this afternoon. Now on your sprinkler cast, definitely want to get those sprinklers on. We're not getting a lot of rain from Mother Nature, but make sure to get the watering done early or late. We are seeing a cold front that'll come through after today's heat later tonight and into Tuesday. That's the drier and cooler air that will filter in. A few clouds kind of hanging around, but overall nice ridge of high pressure settling in by Wednesday, and then really not tracking any rain until we get to late Wednesday and possibly Thursday. That'll be our next chance for our next weather maker rolling in right as the state fair gets going. In fact, Friday will probably be the best chance to see some more of those showers and storms, but then we're drier as we head to the weekend and into next week.
Right, State Fair, that's right. It kicks off this Thursday. Coming up, a sneak peek at the food and the rides you'll find. But first, a popular grocery store closed in Locust Point. What we're learning about the reason. That's just ahead. 11:22 now on Fox 45 News Midday. 11:25. Don't miss this. The Harris Teeter in Locust Point remains closed following a pest issue. The store by Fort McHenry closed Thursday, saying it's working with their pest control company and the city's health department to reopen the store. The city's health department, however, still has not listed the location as closed under the list of businesses shut down for health code violations. Harris Teeter hasn't said when it plans to reopen the store. We'll take you live now to Camden Yards. The Orioles taking home a huge win over the Oakland Athletics last night. Final score 12-1, closing out the series, winning all 3 games. They return home tomorrow night. First pitch at 7:05 against the Blue Jays. And remember, our very own Justin Chambers' first pitch will be before the Orioles game this weekend, August 27th on Sunday when they take on the Colorado Rockies. We'll continue showing you how he's getting ready leading up to his pitch. He's been practicing. Well, we are in for the best days of summer. Another year of the Maryland State Fair begins. I can't believe it's beginning Thursday. Since 1879, the fair has boasted of delicious food, tons of free entertainment, world-famous concerts, and animals galore. The fair will run over the next 3 weekends and will conclude on September 10th. Be More Lifestyle will be live from the State Fair for the first day this Thursday, August 24th at 11:30. You can also watch a Fun at the Fair special on the CW at 5 p.m. that same day. That's all we have for Fox 45 News Midday. Be More Lifestyle is up next. Mark Clark back to tell us what they're working on.
Patrice, how soon is too soon? Some stores already have their Halloween decorations out. Coming up, we'll chat about how these holidays are coming sooner and sooner on Be More Lifestyle. Stick around.
You're watching Fox 45 in Baltimore. Now live from TV Hill, this is Be More Lifestyle.
Hey, what's up, Baltimore? I'm Mark Clark. This is Be More Lifestyle live from Studio A at Fox Baltimore. Lady T is here.
Hey!
And we're holding it down today. So,
what's up?
Okay, look,
He said, look, let me tell you right now.
How soon is too soon? It may be the middle of summer, but stores are already putting out the Halloween decorations. They've been out for a while. Still, companies dropped their Halloween releases as early as July this year, including big box stores like Home Goods, Michael's, Target, and Walmart. Do you like this, Lady T? Do you like it or do you not like it? I don't mind it. You're a store. That's what they do.
Right. They're going to start putting the stuff out now, of course. I hate that part. But honestly, let's be clear. You can bring out all you want. Just leave the pumpkin spice alone. Leave it at home. I don't want to see it.
You don't want to see it.
I don't like pumpkin spice. Justin Chambers made me try it one time live on air. Let me tell you. I just can't get, it's like cinnamon and trash juice at the same time, and I just can't get with it. I'm sorry, y'all.
I'd had my, I would say this, we were traveling this weekend. I had my first pumpkin spice latte this season.
Did you like it?
It was good. My wife and daughter, they had jokes. They said something I can't say on the air, but anyway.
It just is, it has a different taste. And it's crazy because I should be happy about the October stuff rolling out because October's my birthday.
Come on.
So, you know, I have an October baby. So I feel like I should be excited about the stuff rolling out, but I'm not. Like, I just want to, let me get through Labor Day. Let me get through Fashion Week in New York first. You know what I mean?
When's your birthday?
October 16th.
October 16th.
It was me, my mommy, and my sister, all of us October babies. We should be happy about this, but we're not.
October 17th. So
oh, that's why. See, that's why you love me so much. Okay, see, look at that.
A woman's bedtime confession is dividing the internet. The California woman is revealing on TikTok she and her husband regularly switch which side of the bed they sleep on. Instead of one always sleeping on the left side and the other on the right, the woman says they just pick a side each night and go for it.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to go for it also.
So okay, are you stuck to one side? First of all, I like how everything goes viral now.
Yes.
On opposite sides of the bed. What? I mean,
what? Because they switch. Yes, because why are you switching? It's supposed to be one person on this side, the other person on that. First of all, the person close to the door is supposed to be able to protect the other person if somebody comes barging in for a robbery or a burglary or something.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
I thought that was that not the way, like, reasonable?
Do you have a
So, okay,
side?
so I'm usually on the right side, and then my computer is on the left. That's how it is, okay? That's the kind of love we having in this one, okay?
So
what side do you on?
I think Allison is a preference person. I don't care.
She has to be.
You're right. I think she's on the right side.
You think she's on the right side and you're on the left?
Always on the left.
So she's the one that basically has to take down the burglar when they come.
She comes in with hammers in the bedroom.
She has to protect Mark Clark.
That's right,
Allison Seward has to protect Mark Clark.
Her 300-pound husband is vulnerable, so she has to wield her power over whoever.
You got to protect her. You got to protect the buddy. You got to protect the stability.
We want you to tell it, okay? We want to hear from you. Sleeping on different sides of the bed each night. Weird, normal, or not so sure? Vote on our website, foxbaltimore.com/vote. When you get to the website, make sure you click on the lifestyle tab. You can also vote on the Fox 45 News app. At the end of the show, we'll see what everybody thinks. Now, a new study finds the stimulus money the government spent or sent out during the height of the pandemic is gone, at least for most people. Research from San Francisco Federal Reserve shows Americans are spending more of their excess cash savings. This means many Americans are seeing their safety nets disappear, which could lead to a slowdown in consumer spending. First of all,
I was like,
bun gone, as they say in Charles. That money bun gone.
I'm confused. Are they talking about the PPP loans or the $600 that they try to?
Whatever they talking about, it's gone.
And then Biden slid it our way like this. Like here you go, y'all. It's just don't spend it all in one place. Not that 600. We're not talking about the 600. We better not be, because it's gone. It's been gone. You know how many bills ago that was?
That was bills ago. That was. You know how many trips to Jamaica ago?
You know how many trips to Jamaica ago that was? You know what we did? Didn't nobody say that? Was that? You know how many Christmases ago that was?
Well, that's the whole purpose. They gave the money so people could spend and infuse the economy, even though they hate to say that. That's
exactly.
That's what they wanted to do.
You needed to jumpstart the economy again, and you slid us that little check on the side.
You crack me up when you try to be funny and be serious. You do that.
I got serious real quick, and I was like, wait a minute, just slid us that little, but I can't believe they thought that would last. I'd like to see more if they really want to help us out.
This for the record, in my case, all of it's gone. The savings, savings, the checking, the PPP, the PED, whatever.
The PED, the ABC, all of it is gone, okay? Listen, don't play with us.
Well, Lady T, always a joy to be with you.
Thank you.
Still ahead, it's almost time to send the kids back to school. Coming up, we'll chat with a local healthcare professional about keeping the kids safe and healthy this school year. And a new way to relax at the end of the day, how it will be especially helpful if you get chronic backaches. Stick around, we've got a great show coming up.
You're watching Be More Lifestyle.
A stressful day, a tough workout, or daily chores could all lead to an aching back. Nick Calderon is here with a convenient way to help you find relief at a special money-saving price. Here he is with America's Steals and Deals.
The following segment is sponsored by Knocking.
Work, the gym, kids, pets, running around all day with errands. I don't know about you, but by the end of all that, the end of the day, my back hurts. I can feel it, and I know you can too. Let me show you a product that will ease your back pain, but still keep you on the go. This is the Calming Heat Back Wrap. It's wearable, super comfortable, and totally customizable. It has 9 different settings, all available right here on the remote control, including, get this, heat, level 1 right there, vibration, and my favorite, the lumbar support. Right now, this thing is inflating against my lower back, almost like a blood pressure cuff, and easing my low back pain. It works for me. I bet it will work for you. I've struggled with back pain for years, and airline seats send me into spasms almost every time I fly. But now I don't worry about that because I wear this thing on the plane, and I arrive at my destination virtually pain-free. It works, and it can work for you too. Right now, we're offering an exclusive 35% off the Calming Heat Back Wrap. Seriously, take advantage of this offer right now. Head to asadeals.com. Your back will thank you.
This Be More Lifestyle segment is sponsored by Total Healthcare.
A new school year is just around the corner, and parents can look forward to expanding their children's minds, but school can pose certain risks for children's health. Here to discuss how we can keep our kids safe and healthy this school year is Darian Nolan, Vice President of Internal and External Affairs for Total Healthcare. Darren, as we prepare for the return to school, what can parents do to start the year off healthy and strong?
Hey, Mark. So it's important that young persons have the best opportunity to have a successful start of the school year. And that starts by making sure they have what they need to be physically and mentally strong. If they haven't already, parents and guardians should make sure that their students have their annual physical and are up to date on immunizations and vaccinations, including COVID-19 vaccinations. And that's really to give students the best chance to protect themselves as they return to the classroom space. We know the pandemic has impacted nearly every aspect of life, and so including socialization, isolation. So it's even more important that they have a really good pulse around young person's mental health, and mental health professionals can give us the tools to really help navigate life. So be sure to speak with your children's pediatrician, medical care provider around any questions regarding immunizations, vaccinations, as well as questions around adolescent mental health.
That's a lot. And so what else can parents do? I know you gave us a lot, but can you give us some more? Give us some more, Darian.
Yeah. So it's really important that parents and guardians incorporate some self-care on their end as well. I personally believe you can't really pour from an empty cup. So whenever possible, they should really find a moment to have a brief time to focus on themselves. So that can be deep breathing exercises, taking a walk, or just being still and quiet for a moment. One other important thing is that with the end of the public health emergency, we want to ensure that those individuals who receive coverage through Medicaid, make sure that they are eligible on an annual basis. And so if they have questions, they should check out marylandhealthconnection.gov for more information.
Darian, this sounds amazing. Again, one more time, give us that website one more time before we go.
Sure, marylandhealthconnection.gov.
All right, thanks so much for joining us, okay?
All right, thanks. Have a good one.
You too. Still ahead, we're talking about back-to-school meals and how to make healthy lunches for your kids, and they actually taste good. But first, a Baltimore filmmaker talks about his upcoming premiere, which happens to be on his birthday. It's coming up next.
This is Be More Lifestyle.
Our next guest is celebrating his birthday today. Happy 27th. But also he's celebrating the premiere of his movie, which is coming up, and I think I'm gonna help host it, right?
Yes, you are hosting.
And so Larry What Up is in the building, dancer, director, activist, businessman, entrepreneur, student. What's going on, man? Happy birthday, brother. I appreciate you and love you, man.
Oh, man, late too.
So tell us about this movie.
So I've been working about 6 years on this film. I went back 4 generations on Baltimore's music scene and culture. So I got everybody from Makeba Riddick, Sean Caesar, Kevin Lyles, DJ Clash, Rod Lee, Paula Campbell, Boss Man, Mully Man, D.O.G., Young Leak. The list goes on.
Young Leak.
Yeah, I got everybody in there. It's Swift. I got Swift in there.
And so this movie, is it about Baltimore Club? Is it about the music scene, or a mixture of both?
It's a mixture of both.
And you.
Yes, it's a mixture of both. And it's basically my experience and my journey, right? So a lot of people don't know I work with a lot of these people. So
Yep.
it's basically about my experience. I sat with 55 people for an hour. I mean, the film is about an hour and 45 minutes, but I'm excited, man. Just 6 years later, and I finally got this film done.
So we probably met almost 20 years ago. What would you say, what do people not understand about Baltimore and the music scene?
Starting off, it was just one of those things, like it was unorthodox, right? So you didn't know what category to put it in, right? But now when we look 20 years ahead, you see all these people using Baltimore club music, man. It makes my heart shine. You know what I'm saying? Because I talked about this in the film with Scotty B. And I said, I want to see Baltimore clubs mainstream. And then like a month later, DJ Class came out with the I'm the Ish. But Scotty was pushing back on it.
So that seems like that's also the challenge too, because I know, countless names have had interest from other parties, but they kind of stay true to their Baltimore. I'm talking about Rod Lee. But Rod, shout out to Rod Lee. But the people called. They called. They checked in. But we were like, nah, we good. That
was genius what he did, because it's just like this. They was calling it unorthodox, but then people wanted the stems and the beats, and then they'll take it. And if you don't know of a Rod Lee, then they think you made it, right?
Yeah.
So Rod gave none of his music out, right? If you had, he got a lot of people music that he have control of.
Yeah. So where can we see this? How do we get tickets?
So
how do we continue to celebrate your birthday?
Man, so I'm celebrating with Downtown Partnership today over at Middle Branch when I leave here. But we're gonna have a screening next Monday at the Reginald F. Lewis Museum from 6 to 10. Right, there's going to be DJ Kibi, the bearded drummer. Mark Clark is hosting it. There's going to be some food by Addison's Kitchen. Then we're going to watch the screening.
Now, I'm concerned about your voice. Do you have enough voice to finish your party today? Are you going to make it? Anybody have some lemon and some ginger for this guy?
Yeah, I might. Yeah, I definitely go down. Definitely go. Tracy, you had me screaming last night. Big shout out to Tracy, man, Belize Rooftop.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So again, as we wrap things up, how can people follow you and your parting words as we wrap it up?
So look, you can follow me on Facebook, IG, all that good stuff at Larry What Up. Just like y'all said on the screen, just put an @ in front of it. And check this out, I have tickets in my bio on my IG page so y'all can get them. So look, I had 300 tickets. I'm down to 100, right?
Okay,
so,
all right.
Tap in with me, y'all.
Appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you too, big
This is the same guy. You remember Larry? We used to have the locks down to his back. He used to dance. Muscled up. You know Larry. Okay, so time now for your wild and wonderful weather with meteorologist Justin Chambers. What's up, Justin?
Well, this is a pretty shot from Samantha Roberts in Cleveland, saying never wants summer to end. And a lot of folks feeling the same way, but a pretty day on the water there. You can see those blue skies. And we always love all of your pictures, too. You can chime in on our website at foxbaltimore.com. We're going to see temperatures that will climb today, more summer-like conditions, upper 80s into the next couple of hours, low 90s by 1 p.m. And we'll be well into those mid and upper 90s in that 2 and 3 o'clock hour for the afternoon. The heat combined with the humidity is going to make it feel even hotter than a high of 95. And the record is 97, set way back in 1899. So that record, kind of on the fence as to whether or not we're going to see that. We'll be very close to record highs for the afternoon. Definitely going to see the increase in humidity. Those dew points hanging out in the mid to upper 60s. So that's the sticky, almost gross category. And your high temps across Carroll and Baltimore counties well into the low and mid 90s. Westminster over to the Hereford zone, 92 in Reisterstown, 94 for Towson down through Lutherville and Timonium. Numbers in Howard and Arundel counties also in those mid 90s. Columbia and Elkridge over to Glen Burnie and Pasadena and Severna Park at 94 for the afternoon. Up and down the 95 corridor, and we'll see those low to mid 90s for New York and Philly down through Baltimore and D.C. 84 down the ocean for this afternoon. Now on your sprinkler cast, definitely want to get those sprinklers on. We're not getting a lot of rain from Mother Nature, but make sure to get the watering done early or late. We are seeing a cold front that'll come through after today's heat later tonight and into Tuesday. That's the drier and cooler air that will filter in. A few clouds kind of hanging around, but overall nice ridge of high pressure settling in by Wednesday, and then really not tracking any rain until we get to late Wednesday and possibly Thursday. That'll be our next chance for our next weather maker rolling in right as the state fair gets going. In fact, Friday will probably be the best chance to see some more of those showers and storms, but then we're drier as we head to the weekend and into next week.
This Be More Lifestyle segment is sponsored by Sprouts Farmers Market.
Just in time for back to school and fall, busy families are looking for easy meals and snack solutions. Here to help is TV host and supermom chef Jessica Formicola, who is teaming up with Sprouts Farmers Market to provide some time-saving inspiration for busy families. Jessica, what's a time-saving tip for busy families? You have all the answers.
I hope I have all the answers. But Mark, my number one tip is to just use fresh ingredients when preparing meals for your family and friends. And that's why I've teamed up with Sprouts Farmers Market. They have all sorts of products to help you fit any dietary need.
I love it. So share some of those breakfast suggestions. Hard for me to say.
Well, breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and kids need to start out full. My kids love this grain-free granola with fresh berries and yogurt. And if you want to add more protein, you can always use Greek yogurt. Another favorite is anything that they can hold with their hands. So my sausage croissant rolls here are always a winner.
I love it. What about some unique
They have scrambled eggs in them, cheese. You can grab one when you're on your way out the door to the bus stop. And my last favorite is mini chocolate chip pancakes, because who doesn't want dessert for breakfast?
I love it. Okay, what about lunch? I know we got some good lunch meals there.
Yeah. And actually, my daughter starts kindergarten on Monday. This is one of my favorites. Sprouts has wholesome solutions for any lunchbox. They have fresh produce. They have wholesome chips, freshly baked bread, and sliced turkey like this sandwich right here. You'll never go bored trying to find new things to put in your kid's lunchbox.
And of course, after school snacks, so important. You know, I know you have something for us.
Well, I love snacking too. So this is one you can do with your kids. Have them help you make it, because they're going to be more apt to eat it if they've helped you make it. We have bite-sized peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, mini grilled cheese with the crust off, and a rainbow of fruits and vegetables. My kids love these golden kiwis, so make sure to try those.
And what's on the Super Chef's dinner menu?
Well, sometimes the super chef isn't cooking because I'm exhausted too, but Sprouts helps me solve that with their heat and eat meals. One of my favorites is the fettuccine Alfredo with grilled chicken. I throw some broccoli in there, some roasted red peppers, and it does not have to be Tuesday to have tacos at my house. These chicken street tacos are one of our favorites. They're delicious and super easy to make.
And Jessica, where can we go for more information?
For more information and more easy meal solutions, go to sprouts.com.
Thanks as always. Great ideas, okay?
Thank you. Have a great day, Mark.
You too. Still ahead, which side of the bed do you sleep on? One woman is going viral after revealing her and her husband regularly switch sides. What you're saying about it, coming up. A woman's bedtime confession is dividing the internet. The California woman is revealing on TikTok she and her husband regularly switch which side of the bed they sleep on instead of always sleeping on the left side and the other on the right. The woman says they just pick a side each night and go for it. We want you to tell her right now. Most of you are saying sleeping on different sides of the bed each night is weird. Great show lined up for tomorrow. It's World Princess Week. Coming up on tomorrow's show, how Disney princesses are inspiring confidence this school year.
Find out how to have your business featured on Be More Lifestyle. Email us at BeMoreLifestyleTV@foxbaltimore.com.
And as we get ready to send the kids back to school, we just want to thank you for inviting us into your home as always. Follow Be More Lifestyle on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Have a great one. We'll see you tomorrow.